Hey everybody, good evening. Welcome to Bobby Ray's Live in the Living Room. And we are here live in the living room with Jason Conyers. Say hi.
Hello.
He's excited to be here live in the living room. And Rudy Gonzalez.
What's going on?
And Rudy says hi. Okay, so I got this lapel microphone here.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
This is class, okay? This is all about class.
Very well.
So make sure you talk loud so it picks it up.
Easy enough.
All right. And we are joined by our studio audience tonight, which consists always of Adrian Connell and Danielle Adkins. So they're here to keep me in line so I don't say anything stupid. Because usually when I say something stupid, they give me these frowny faces. And anyway, so here's how it works, gentlemen. We want to welcome you to our home and a chance to get your music out to the masses.
Yes. Perfect.
The masses. Did you know that you can be reached all over the whole entire world?
It's wild.
It's amazing. It's amazing. So, let's start off with you, Rudy. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
From San Antonio, 28. Moved out to Nashville a couple months back with my wife just to explore music, and she does travel nursing, so it kind of goes hand in hand with each other. But yeah, man, Nashville's been a blessing, and it's been pretty wild. And
So you've only been here a couple months?
10 weeks, well, 13 weeks maybe here next week.
Wow. So you're pretty much making your rounds already.
Yeah, figuring it out, moving around.
That's awesome. And what about you?
Well, I'm 43. Run a business for 20 years, and I was sick and tired of it, so got here in October, and been writing a lot, and just enjoying every minute of it, and meeting a bunch of people, and it's been great. Great. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to playing a lot more in Nashville, and what other rounds I can get on.
Right. And you've played how many rounds?
Yours was the first one when you had the copper branch. So,
I'm sorry.
Yeah. You don't even do it no more there. And
No, I don't.
And then the Commodore Grill, it seems like everybody, goes
That's
there.
where you got to start.
That's your touchdown. Yeah, you got to start there for sure. And then...
Was that the first place you played other than Commodore?
Yeah, well, I played...
Copper Branch?
Faith Jackson, she's played a lot on Broadway, so even before I, moved here, I would play some when she had, I'd get up there and play a couple songs, So it's cool to have friends that play, so... it's not really... as far as playing on Broadway, that's not nothing that I really care about. It's more about writing and...
Yeah, we'll talk more about that.
Yeah.
Or later on in the show about Broadway.
Oh, yeah.
Well, very good. So, your first place you played at when you got here?
I think the Commodore.
It was the Commodore. The
so.
open mic?
Yeah, the open mic version of it. And then
Debbie's or Jimmy's?
Jimmy's.
Jimmy's.
Yeah, but I have a buddy that I met from Virginia that moved out here, and he's been out here for 10 years. And like Jay said, they play like Dirks Bentley's Mar and stuff, and you get up there and play a couple and figure out Broadway and learn it, and they kind of point you in the right direction.
Did you play at Dirks?
Mm-hmm.
Did you?
Yeah. A couple songs here and there, but it wasn't anything crazy, so no set list. Like, hey man, you just want to jam for a little bit, let's do it. So, but yeah, I think the Commodore was the first touchdown spot. You got to start there, I think.
Very good. Yeah, that was my first place when we came down and visited back in March. Did we do the open mic, or did she just put me up and around? Yeah, she had a cancellation, so I didn't even have to do the open mic because I was, that good.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I wasn't that good. Well, maybe a little bit. So the Commodore. You played Copper Branch too.
Yeah, that one time we went there, and then think the next week it was canceled after that. So
Yeah.
and there, and then what was that? Bobby Idols.
You play Bobby's Idol Hour?
With
Okay.
C4 and stuff. So
Yeah.
good people to know and hang out with. So
Yeah.
I like that little bar. It's a little hole in the wall.
It is a little hole in the wall. And they don't have sound, do they?
No, she brings all her stuff. So.
You just gotta.
Yeah, you gotta have all your stuff ready to rock. So.
Yeah.
It's a good spot. Like I said, there in the Commodore.
Commodore. So what made you forsake all and move to Nashville, Jason?
Well,
and this is an hour program, so no, just take your time. We got plenty of time.
I'm not one of them. You see other musicians, even ones that's been out there a long time and on TV and all, and they show pictures when they were a little kid with a guitar like that. I always loved to sing, but I didn't pick the guitar up until I was 33. I'm 43 now, so I wanted to play really bad, so I spent that first year every minute I had that I could possibly be playing and just pounded away in it, man. And I knew at some point that I was going to it's always in your head. You're like, I want to go to Nashville and play, and it's you just don't know how or when or and I think things just happen at the right time, and I felt like I was ready as far as playing and stuff. And as far as writing and having songs, not so much. I've wrote a lot of songs here recently, but I had some songs that I had wrote. But the main thing was just being around music and other people who play. So, because a lot of people, when you're just friends, just your old friends, they might love music too and all, and you hang out and you might break your guitar out and all, but they probably don't. It's not in them like it is.
They don't live it.
Yeah,
it's not in their blood.
When you're always thinking about it,
yeah.
And, it's like certain times that wherever you're at or whatever you're doing, it's like I just want to get my guitar and play right now.
Yeah.
So
you don't go anywhere without your guitar.
That's right. I remember when I first started playing, buddy, and I took that thing everywhere I went.
And you'll notice that people will be so excited that you bring it, and then there will be the haters that are why'd he bring that thing? Oh God, we got to listen to him again. It's all about him
He's playing
again.
The same old Jason Aldean songs. And they'll ask you, "Do you know this song?" And I'm like, "No, I don't know that song. Sorry."
And if you are a good guitar player, or if you know how to just entertain, man, you will always be wanted by somebody. Because they want that.
That's right. If you went to a shindig, a cookout or something, somebody's going to enjoy it.
Why don't you bring your guitar out?
Somebody enjoy it. You'll have that one that's sitting there and be like, this, and they want to get into it.
And there'll be haters.
Oh yeah.
Just because they want to go home and play on their Commodore, their Commodore computer, and you want to bring out the guitar. One thing my dad told me a long time ago, and I remember this like it was yesterday, and in fact I even wrote in a song, at one time, a very fleeting moment, I wanted to play the drums, and then there was another fleeting moment that I wanted to play the saxophone. But my dad told me one day, he says, if you play the guitar, he says, you could take that to the lake, you could take it on a hayride, you can take it anywhere. Try taking a set of drums on a hayride. Don't work. Take your girl down to the lake. What are you going to do? Pull out your saxophone? No, and it don't work that way.
I don't know if they have travel saxophones.
And you know what? It's been the best decision that I've ever made.
Yeah.
Was when I picked up and learned how to play the guitar. And you just need to know 3 or 4 chords, and you could play any
Start
song.
getting around. Yeah.
So what made you move to Nashville?
Well, okay, so being from Texas, you hear Nashville, and it's like don't go there. It's forbidden. It's not the place for red dirt Texas country.
No, you got to go to Austin, don't
Exactly.
you?
Austin, Fort Worth, see the Stockyard area and stuff. So, and like I said, I had a couple buddies that were like, "Hey, man, come out here, check it out, dude." It's, so instead of being ignorant about it or arrogant, it was like, let's give it a shot. Can't knock it till you try it. So it was like, well, we'll come on out and check it out. And I actually fell in love with it more than I thought I was going to. So
It's amazing how easy it is to fall in love with Nashville.
Yeah.
Because when Adrian and I came the first time, I said, this place it just feels right. It feels like home, and it's the best decision we've ever made.
Yeah.
And I think anybody that moves down here, and there's a lot of people that come here and they leave, because maybe they just didn't get the right feel for it, or they'll come back. Like Garth Brooks. Garth Brooks, he came, hated it, left, but we know he came back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and the grind out here is just crazy to see the difference. So playing in Virginia to playing to the Carolinas and then Texas, and you come to Nashville and these boys, I mean, they're grinding. It's 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. Monday through Sunday.
Yeah.
So if you can't find music or you can't find somewhere to play, then you're obviously not putting in enough work.
Yeah.
Even if it's just to go make friends or show face, or, hey, Jason, you want to go meet up at this bar? We can go meet these artists that are already playing, and maybe we can mingle with them and just try to get connections. If you want to be out here and you want to, I think, thrive, I mean, you just got to be likable, one, and you have to have a good head on your shoulders. Don't come out here like you're hot shit, and that's just
no, you can't.
It's just not.
You
like
can't.
It's not
You cannot do that. You can't act like you're, because they'll swallow you up and spit you out.
Stay humble. Stay true to what you got, and I think you don't have to change your sound. And I mean, I think you got to go pay your dues, and play downtown a little bit and make some money and figure out where you sit yourself in. And if you want to be a Broadway artist, then go ahead. Then if that's your cup of tea, then it's your cup of tea. But if you want to be a songwriter, there's a lot of good possibilities and opportunities out there for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, what I noticed, being that you haven't been around and know much about anything, everybody that's there's a lot of helpful people, especially the ones that's hosting, like the Commodore. And I mean, I talked to, I think it was Anna, like, I don't know, an hour or something, and she was just telling me about I mean, so you don't know a lot of things,
but even yourself, I mean, just a message,
Yeah.
You might not run your Instagram, but we were talking to somebody on the other side of that phone,
I was there in spirit.
Exactly, the face.
It's my name.
Yes, exactly.
But no, you got it. I give credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
I mean, Adrian goes well over and above. It's the thing that Adrian and I both decided. When we came down here, we didn't have anybody help us.
Yeah.
So even if you don't make the big time, the big stage, whatever, just the opportunity that we can help people.
Yeah.
That are a lot younger than us, trying to make it. Like Rollin, Rollin?
I think so, yeah.
Rollin, he's got the looks, he's got the sounds. Rollin could easily, if somebody gets a hold of him, who knows? And it's cool because, I write with Rollin, and we try to help him as much as we can. We try to help as many people as we can.
Yeah.
And we don't turn anybody away either.
Sure.
If you suck, well, you can suck for that moment on stage, and then you can decide whether you should continue sucking or, just say, well, maybe this isn't.
We'll go back and watch the tape together.
Yeah.
That's right.
We'll go back to the drawing board. Yeah.
Because the one thing about Nashville, there's a lot of good. Yeah. A lot of good. There's a lot of bad, and it's just the way that it is. Don't give me that look. No, you're giving me looks. Oh no.
I think the best thing that I heard you
technical
that's
difficulties.
Why I know that's why I was attracted to y'all. Just the type of people y'all are. Like what you're saying about helping everybody, like that was a piece that I did for my guys when I was in the Navy also. And I didn't have guys to teach me about whether it was cars or insurance or going to, this place and not, paying attention and stuff, but then that transitions over to helping people and passing it forward or paying
it forward. Pay it forward.
Paying it forward. And I mean, just like when I met y'all, I was like, wow, man, that's what I used to do when I was in. And then to see it transition over to civilian side of the world was just like, oh my gosh, just shocking. And then now, I mean, I messaged y'all the other day. There was another couple that came around a week ago, and I was like, hey, I'm going to send y'all to Bobby and see how it goes, man. Just see what's up.
Did they contact us?
Yeah, I sent their profile over to y'all, so you can check them out. But they're still new, so.
Well, good.
Exactly.
Which brings us to my favorite part of the show.
Yeah.
Okay, what I would, if you can do it, if you can't, well then I don't know what to say. You just kind of ruined part of the show. But you think you could play your first song that you ever wrote?
Yes, and y'all heard it, because definitely you wouldn't want to hear the first song I probably tried to write, and it never went anywhere. I mean,
that's all right.
So yes, the first one that I actually, went with and stayed with it and wrote, yeah.
Well, because what you said you started playing when you were 33.
33.
So you can play your first song.
Yeah.
All right. So right now we're gonna have Jason. Let me move over here a little bit. Jason, are you drop tuning your first song?
Yeah.
That's disgusting. I've never drop tuned the song.
I remember when I first started playing.
That's why they all sound the same. Go ahead.
I was like, you didn't know a bunch about, a bunch of chords and stuff, and then you're like, drop D tuning, and I'm like, I'm not even want to mess with that. And then,
but you did.
Yeah, you hear songs, like Country Boy Can't Survive, and it's drop D tuning.
It is.
Yeah,
I didn't know that,
and
that's why I don't play it.
So lane.
when I wanted my first one to, I started playing my bar chords and all, and I was like, I kind of want to know, want it to look like I know what I'm doing at least, as far as playing bar chords, and this is called Mine.
Is that your first song?
Yeah, it's the first one I like.
I like this song.
Yeah.
And you're going to say this was the first song you wrote?
Yeah, because anything that I probably tried to write, I wrote, I would have never kept it. It probably got threw out with a whole bunch of other crap that I tried to write.
Okay, now, we have a bull crap meter on here. So if we know that this is not your first song,
I told myself
the bull crap meter is going to go off.
I told myself my first song I wanted it to be like bar chords. And so when I started working on this song, I was like, I was definitely trying to do that.
All right.
And, yeah. So
go for it.
It's called Mine.
Mine.
Every day seems the same. In all of my life, yeah, I've been hurting. But you walked in and you take it away. With your dark hair and your beautiful eyes. Give me, I said here, can I have your name? You looked at me and I saw your way that you leave my mind. You wanna take you home, yeah, make you all mine. You wanna take you home, yeah, make you all mine. You wanna make love all night. You got my mind in a trance. You got my heart in your hand. You got my soul to dance. You look at me and now I saw. Yeah, with that girl, ease my mind. You wanna take you home and make you all mine. You wanna make love, you all night.
Yeah, that's great. That's a good song. So, you're 33 years old. You wrote that song. What inspired you to write that song?
Well, so by the time, so definitely didn't do that when I first, so I wrote that probably about 4 or 5 years later after I started playing. And I was in Tifton, Georgia, and there was the bistro. When I started playing, I didn't know nothing about, like I said, I still don't do no social media or even try to set up I have no idea how to set up a web page. So I would go out and anywhere I knew there was musicians playing, I would go meet them. And I would be like, hey man, that's a cool guitar. You know, can I play it? Can I play one? And so that's how I would get a gig because I would play a song and then I would ask, I was like, hey, can I get a gig? She's like, yeah, he's back there. And then I'd get a gig. So
That's how you do it.
yeah. So I did a lot of
Ask
that.
for him to
You were
use
that guy.
their guitar.
Because I had no clue how to, like, you know, call and I never made videos or anything like that. So I was like, I have nothing to, if I call them and say, hey, I'd like to get a gig up there, they're like, well, send a link or do this. And I was like, I don't know how to do all that. So I would go out and yeah, I was that guy. So I was at the bistro and I went to hear somebody play and there was a girl when I walked in. I went to the bar and got me a beer and her friend had got up and left and I walked over to the table and said, hey, you mind if I sit here? You know, so that's how that song come about. And yeah.
All right. I don't see where that came from, but it's a good song.
Thank you.
How about you, Rudy? Do you know the first song that you ever wrote?
I do, but I haven't played it in probably since then. So.
Well, now's your time
Yeah,
to
I
shine.
guess so. Yeah, I haven't played it, but it's called "Goodbye Girl," and yeah, I picked up the guitar when my last deployment, 2017 to 2018, and the first month in, the girl just kind of tear-jawed me and was just like, "Hey, you know, I can't do this no more." And I was like, "Well, damn, cool." So we hit Hawaii. And I picked up a guitar, and that was it. Started writing, figuring out something, and yeah, I wrote a song called "Goodbye Girl." Like I said, I hadn't played it, so we're gonna figure it out. That sounds a lot better though, but I remember. Started way back that first day. We were sitting there talking about this future with you every week. Then a few years later we parted always. I just can't take the pain of you from took my heart away. It's the breakup, it's the makeup, it's the heartache, it's the pain. Tears when we're kissing in the rain. Good times in the bad, fighting, getting mad. Bullshit in the lies, talks we never had. But don't expect me to love you the same. When you're a good goodbye girl. Started thinking about the situation I'm in. Pushing away the ones I love that call me your friend. But how am I supposed to toe that line? I've been chasing this old dog's tail all this time. It's the breakup, it's the makeup, it's the heartache, it's the pain. Tears when we're kissing in the rain. Good times in the bad, fighting, getting mad. Bullshit in the lies, talks we never had. But girl, don't take me to love you the same. Oh, you're goodbye, girl. It's the breakup, it's the makeup, it's the heartache, the pain. Tears when we're kissing in the rain. Good times in the lies, bullshit in that. Talks we never had. Girl, don't take me to love you the same. You're a good goodbye, girl. You're a good goodbye, girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I tell you, I haven't played that song since like 2019.
So what would you say is your biggest influences?
Pain and heartbreak. So other than
I was thinking more of
of an artist.
artists.
Yeah, I figured.
Suicide,
Yeah, exactly.
painkillers.
Exactly. Inspiration.
Motorcycles.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up like listening to like Tim McGraw's stuff. That was kind of my forte there. The George stuff was always awesome. And then I remember being in high school and seeing like Cody Johnson. I paid like $5 to go see him play at Floor's Country Store, and I was just like, whoa, just to see these guys rock. And that was 10 years ago, 12 years ago. So I'd probably say like Cody Johnson, Blake Shelton, Tim.
So you're definitely a country guy.
Yeah, for sure.
How about you?
uh,
What's your influences?
I like I'm country, but sometimes when I write, I can't. It just comes out whatever. But I mean, I always loved like Tom Petty and stuff, and but definitely, the '90s country was like my favorite. Which I love a lot of the newer country too. But and you grow up with MTV. I mean, but I can't sing like
You were a big Thompson's Twin fan, weren't you?
Thompson fan. I mean, I don't dislike them.
Culture Club.
I don't dislike them. More of a
Flock of seagulls.
Yeah, just but Southern rock, all of it. I mean, I love so many different genres, But I mean, I love country, but that's the thing when you write. Like, I don't try to make it sound anyway. It just however I end up playing it, Yeah, it's like if you writing an album, it ain't all gonna be sound like George Strait. Everything's country. You won't get no country in that. But yeah, however it comes out, you do an album or something, you might have one that sounds real country, and then something that might be rock or something. However it comes out. You
remember your first gig that you played at, where you actually made money?
Yeah, I remember it pretty vividly. It was actually the day I met my wife. I met her, and then I asked her to come. It was 4th of July of, looking at 5 years ago, so 2019. And I was playing at this spot called the Sloppy Seconds. It was this like sandwich joint that I invited this random girl to. And I remember looking back at some of the videos, and I'm like, oh, I don't know how she sticked around, boy. Man, it was plugging the guitar in straight into a speaker and just going from there. It was one of those, so. Yeah, I remember my first playing in front of people, and I was like, whoa. I was not ready.
How about you?
Yeah, so my first one was after a year I started playing.
Was it a paying gig?
Yeah, but I actually had somebody that had been gigging to kind of do it with me because I only had, maybe 15 songs that I had started learning,
Mm-hmm.
But it went well, though. It was great. And I was like, then you get the itch and you want to
you get the bug.
Yeah.
You get the bug.
Yeah.
Because you just can't. One's just not going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So
yeah. What would you say is, so far in your musical career, what's your high point? Besides live in the living room.
Yeah.
Being on live in the living room.
Took my answer.
Yeah, not really. I can't say. Just meeting you and having the opportunity to.
I was
play.
kidding.
Well, I'm serious. I love you.
Well, I appreciate that.
But having the opportunity to play, I love the Bad X. I love that atmosphere. Like, so yeah. When I played there the first time, I was like, I definitely want to play there again. And when I first played at the
Cover bands.
I wasn't ready. Like I was like throwing stuff together. I was looking at, and so I did okay, but I was, there was a lot of, and I was like, he ain't gonna let me come back.
Oh, I'd let you come back. Doesn't mean I'm gonna be there though.
Right.
Different day.
What about you? What would you say is your high point in your musical career so far?
I played at this like bigger venue in Virginia Beach. It was kind of cool, but maybe down here in Nashville itself, probably like the Fox and Lock, and then maybe the local. So it's a cool spot just to see a room full of people just enjoying your sound and tuning and stuff. So the local is a great spot. I love that place.
Did you play there by yourself?
No, it was like a writer's round.
Like a writer's round.
Yeah, they had that, and then I had a couple buddies that played throughout the week. It was like, hey, come out. You can play a couple tunes if you want. I say, all right, cool. So
that's cool.
So yeah, that, and then, I mean, just Tennessee itself has just kind of been the higher point.
Yeah.
Of everything.
Sure.
Like I said, to play downtown at Dirks's a song or two with my buddies on a Saturday night at like 10 o'clock at night was just insane. Just to see it, I was just like, whoa, what am I doing here? It's just a culture shock, and it's not a realization moment for me. So. Is these guys that I was playing with, their names is Landon Parker and Josh Grambling. He's opening. They're playing with Tim McGraw right now. So it's just the levels of musicians and where everyone is at. You have to remind yourself that everybody's on their own path right now.
Yeah.
So you can't compare yourself to others. You need to really focus and stay in your lane, and realize what kind of car you're driving before you try to chase a Ferrari. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
What about you? What's your
my high point
highlight?
So far? I would have to say the Josie Awards was the highlight. Yeah, by far that. But as far as pomp and circumstance, if you will, when we got nominated for the Josie Award, and we got all dressed up and rode in a limo to the Grand Ole Opry and walked the red carpet, that was.
Yeah.
We didn't get to play or anything, but just the fact that, you get to be there, But like Danielle said, I would say my high point as far as an audience goes is I play in nursing homes during the day.
Oh, wow.
And you just cannot, you cannot replace the excitement that those people have for your time and your music. It beats, in my opinion. Now, I've never played downtown, but I can't imagine them being as excited downtown as the people in the nursing home, because they wait for you to come and to play, you know, and it's just, I always joke, you know, I came down to Nashville to be, you know, big rock star, everything else. You know, I've been playing guitar my whole life, writing songs my whole life, but I have this strange feeling that I'm supposed to be here to play in the nursing homes.
Yeah. To feel the joy, I can only imagine. Yeah, the joy and the warmth that you bring to them.
I had a lady come up to me the other day, and she asked if she could come home with me.
Oh.
And I said, I think my wife would be a little upset about that. She goes, I don't mean it that way, honey. She said, I could hear you sing all day long.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
And then she said, I was having a really bad day. And then you came in. I was thinking about my husband. And then you made my day.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Go play in a nursing home. They'll humble you fast, man. They'll let you know if you're good.
They'll let you know if you're good or bad.
There's no filter there, I guarantee you.
I had a lady. She goes, you are so good, but honey, don't you have any nicer clothes? Because I had holes in my jeans.
Oh, no.
And she asked me if I had nicer clothes. Yeah. I should have said no.
There goes my wife. Straight around back.
Old meat wagon.
Actually, they're going to a nursing home over there, I think. They're always...
Hey, you play over there?
I have not. But it's very rewarding.
For sure.
And I guess some of the other high points, you know, bad acts, you know, and now Danielle's doing her photography.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's really cool. And just seeing, you know, our friends become our friends, and those are high points.
For sure.
In music-wise. And to me, it's so cool how you can be in your bedroom or sleeping in the middle of the night or driving in your car, and you come up with an idea for a song, and then you write it, and then you play it, and there's people singing along to it. You know, I think that's just the most amazing thing. But how about co-writing? Do you like to co-write?
I haven't done really any co-writing yet.
How about you? You like to co-write?
No. I was talking to Rudy about, writing with him, because when I first heard him, me and him met at the Commodore, and then we left and went over to the local, and I was like, he was letting me listen to his songs, and I was like, dude, you got some, you got some badass songs. And, of course, he's like, and then he goes to the local, and he's like, I was like, man, you're good enough, man. You're definitely good enough. So, I think you got to find, you got to find your niche with people that you could write with, and it's a lot of what do you call it?
Well, you gotta cycle through all of it.
Yeah, trial and error. That's the word I'm looking for. See, she's right on the game with trial and error. Because I've tried to write with Steve Brown, and we haven't really come up with anything. And I tried writing with Brad, and we haven't come up with anything really. And J.D. Marie, when you try, and then Roland and I we kind of just clicked. Yeah.
Y'all still been writing?
Roland and I? Yeah, we wrote 3.
Yeah. I mean, y'all got plans to keep on writing?
Yeah, and I'll write with whoever. So if you want to write something, of course I get the majority of the
royalties.
Of the royalties.
Yeah.
The royalties.
I see how that works around there.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, one thing about Nashville is, and I'm sure you know this, they want you to co-write.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but that's what they want you to do. They want you to co-write. And I think it's maybe because of networking and all that other stuff. But
networking, and I think putting out songs, they want you to put everything out on a hot platter as fast as you possibly can. And I don't think it's not like that. I mean, like coming from Texas and seeing the Red Dirt stuff, and I got a couple buddies down there, Corey Michael and David Tribble and these guys, they're thriving down there. But they're like, it takes time and it's a process, and they've been out here before. They've done the circuit. They've played down here, and you know, we were talking about it the other day, and it's just you need to master a craft, and Nashville is kind of, hey, let's get something out as fast as we can and see what sticks. But there's so many good people out here that you can put something together, and somebody's going to say something if it doesn't sound right. So,
but you know what though too, and I've learned this. There's just like you said, there's a mass production of songs,
yeah,
whether they're good or not.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
I mean, me personally, I have to really like the song before I play it anywhere. I mean, not even at a writer's round. I'm not going to get up there and play something if I think it's crap.
yeah.
And there's people down here that just write songs left and right, left and right. And I'm like, yeah, but is it any good?
Yeah. And then with sitting in these rooms though with 6, 7 different writers, and every musician brings their own, you know, baseball to the table to play with, and it's just like, well, damn, we can really put out something that's good. We can, if you're getting 6 or 7 inputs and we're all vibing to it pretty well, I mean, I can't see why not, you know, but.
Well, I'm an only child, and so I was always used to doing things myself. So I've always written by myself. So this whole co-writing thing is a whole new thing for me.
It's a good world.
So play something that you want to play.
Okay. I'll play the newest one, I guess. Actually, I'll save that maybe for last.
Dance.
Okay.
Yeah, that one or Up With You. Let's do Up With You. This is the newest one I wrote. I was kind of in that vibe of like the Blake Shelton and the Darius Rucker. I don't know if you ever heard this. How Darius Rucker wrote it for every stoplight I ever made. You know, I always kind of knew I'd end up there, and that's kind of the approach I wanted to take for this one.
Nice.
So this one's called Up With You, and yeah. It was just me rolling it downtown and blaring up that Haggard tune. It was just me waiting for the sun to drop, playing neon moves and little me and you. Two-stepping is the kind of place where I'm headed. Just a little bit of you, that's all I'm looking for. Every starlight kiss, every red light miss, knew I'd end up with you. Every whiskey drink, every song I sing, knew my drinks have a little bit of you. And they chilling by the creek bed, singing them honky-tonk tunes. Every starlight kiss, every red light miss, knew I'd end up with you. Fall apart.
You're not on an airplane.
Without you right here in my arms. Yesterday seems like a dream, but now you're right here with me. Every starlight kiss, every red light miss, knew what I'd end up with you. Every whiskey drink and every song I sing, knew my drinks have a little bit of you. And they chilling by the creek bed, singing them honky-tonk tunes. Every starlight kiss, every red light miss, knew that I'd end up with you. I can see Hero Jackson play. You like heaven on earth, it's all I can see. Every starlight kiss, every red light mist, knew when I'd end up with you. Every whiskey drink and every song I sing, knew my drinks have a little bit of you. And they chilling by the creek bed, singing them honky-tonk tunes. Every starlight kiss and every red light miss, knew that I'd help with you. just me. Rolling it downtown and blaring up that haggard tune. Yeah. Appreciate it. Yeah.
What was that about?
Man, yeah, just my wife kept bothering me and asking me, why don't I write any happy songs, you know? So,
It's a happy song.
yeah, it's a happier song. So, yeah, just, you know, just when I started writing, it was just a lot of, like I said, heartbreak stuff, the pain stuff, and it's a good place to dial in, but if all you're playing is that, then,
Yeah.
you know, eventually you go out and play, it's like, well, dude, you got anything else, you know? So, I had to switch the vibe up a little bit, and, yeah, I was trying to think of all these other songs, and I listened to 2000s country and
Right.
the late 90s stuff, and I'm like, man, okay, what do these guys got? Let's see if we can get some of the stuff back. And yeah, just every starlight kiss and every red light miss, like I knew eventually I'd end up, you know, in a better place or a happier place. So yeah.
Very good.
That's what I've been thinking about. Like, there's so much about heartbreak and all that. And I used to love them songs in the 90s. Like, what is that song? She's a good bass fisher, dynamite
Kiss
kiss.
her.
Like, them songs were fun, like, you know, and I don't think you really hear so much of that, you know. Yeah.
No, it's all about being on the back of a pickup truck with a beer.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's all it's about. It's got to rhyme. It's got to rhyme, and it's got to have like a million words in one verse.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was going downtown. And, yeah, like, you know.
So, you know, I'm probably going to play Tennessee Dream. Of course,
Tennessee Dream and Jason nowadays.
Yeah, it's a fun song. I enjoy singing it. And I actually wrote this in about 15 minutes.
You
and
can tell.
I just kept going, and I was like, for my second verse, I was like, I literally kept, I was like, dang, I was like,
Wait.
that's pretty cool.
That was
you know?
funny. Did you hear what I said?
No,
You
because
said,
I know you'd be always
you're
rapping and-
like, I wrote this in 15 minutes. I said, you could tell.
This is called Tennessee Dream.
This is a good song. You know, before you go on, I'll bet you this is the first song that mentions Jason Aldean's bar in it.
Yeah, and it's kind of crazy. I put all this.
Lainey Wilson's hat.
Yeah. Been searching for the right time, not just to lay it down one good time. Seen plenty up and down Broadway, in boots and skirts and shirts of halfway. Had a couple shots to shoot my shot and say, hey, we're letting it rip, prancing down the strip. You were cutting the rug in a Jason Aldean. Had a shot of apple crown, and I watch your face as the burn goes down. I found my Tennessee drink. Was the finest thing that I've ever seen. She had on cowgirl boots and bell-bottom jeans, Lainey Wilson hat and long earrings. She was cutting a rug and making a scene. She was the finest thing that I've ever seen. Found a 10 in Tennessee, in Jason Aldean's. Yeah, she's my Tennessee grain. We were hopping in bars, yeah, showing our scars, our tattoos and making memories. She wants a band to play every Morgan song. It's on her playlist on her phone. She had me shooting shots of her lemon drops. It was winding down on the music scene, so we started back down to Jason Aldean. Cutting the rug, she was shaking her butt with a shot of apple crown. You were breaking it down. Found my Tennessee dream. Was the finest thing that I've ever seen. She had them cowgirl boots and bell-bottom jeans, Lainey Wilson hat and long earrings. She was cutting the rug and making a scene. She was the finest thing that I've ever seen. Found a 10 in Tennessee, in Jason Aldean's. Yeah, she's my Tennessee train. Yeah, found my Tennessee dream. Was the finest thing that I've ever seen. She had on cowgirl boots and bell-bottom jeans, Laney with some hat and long earrings, just cutting a rug and making a scene. She was the finest thing that I've ever seen. Found a 10 in Tennessee. And Jason now babies, yeah, she's my Tennessee dream. Yeah, she's my Tennessee dream.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's a fun one. I love playing it.
That's a
Now
good
you got the right
song.
one about Laney Wilson's part.
Exactly.
Yeah, ain't Lacey Wilson's
And probably the
bar.
right one about chairs being thrown off the rooftops.
Yeah.
Come to
Topic right now,
Nashville,
yeah, for
come
sure.
to Broadway.
Yeah, definitely.
Just be careful.
Yeah.
Beware of flying chairs.
Hot topic right now. Yeah. Gotta wear a helmet downtown. Watch out.
So, what is your overall goal as a singer-songwriter here in Nashville? What would you say? I made it. What would
What's
you
your
say?
thing? What's my thing? I guess I don't know. I was thinking about that the other day. Like I said earlier, I was playing with one of my buddies in his band, and I met this guy, like I said, Landon Parker, and he had his Grand Ole Opry debut, and I've never been there before. So to see him, a person that I know, play and have his debut there was just like a wow God moment for me. And I was like,
Yeah.
I think that's kind of something that I'm striving for now. Have a bunch of good songs, have a lot of good people to support and stuff.
Really? We're live.
Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe the Opry.
How do you get on?
No clue. You get called by the 7th floor people. I don't know.
I mean, is he on a label and stuff?
No. He's just doing his own thing, man. It's wild.
And
They
he-
just
and
called
he-
him.
and he
He has
got
a
on the
booking
Opry.
agent, but it's not like he's to a label or anything.
Wow.
So his agent was just like, yeah, they reached out to me and they heard you, and this is his second time opening up for Tim. But like I said, just to see him do it, somebody that I personally know, I mean, was, like I said, a wild God moment.
Yeah,
I think
for
that's kind of
sure.
something I'm striving for. Get a band going and just make my own music, seriously, and focus on the artist that I want to be. Obviously, like I said, pay your dues downtown, do what you got to do, make your money, and whatever it is, but still kind of figure out what kind of artist I want to be.
So, do you want to play on Broadway?
Yeah, for a little bit, to make some good money. It is good money when it's hot and it's popping. But I want to go down there just to get dirt on my boots. You know what I mean? Figure it out, get some time under my belt because I'm still new to this whole scene. So, yeah.
Cool. How about you? The
I-
pinnacle, the
Yeah.
I made it moment.
What my goal is, I told myself if I could have one song that I could be remembered by, I would be happy with. all
Are
the
you
time
planning
I put in.
on dying anytime soon?
No,
Is that what?
but- But I could be a one-hit wonder. I wouldn't care.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Just something, for my kids to know that, because, you're when you got kids, and I could easily kept running my business for the rest of my life, but that ain't what I wanted to do. And
Tell our studio audience what you did.
I
for a
did
living.
lawn service and landscaping for 20 plus years, and I was I had enough of it. I got tired of tendonitis in my elbows and just killing me in 115, 20 degree heat in South Georgia, and I had very good clientele. They loved me. They hated it when I left, but I was like, see you bye, So,
And then you were in the Navy.
Yep, in the Navy for 8 years. Straight
Thank you
deployments.
for your service.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. It was cool. It was fun, fast, but it was time to get out. And I found the music and a wife, and eventually we'll get a family and stuff. But we're not rushing none of that right now. Just dogs, just hang out with the dogs.
So, a hit song for you would do it. That would.
oh yeah, that would if I had
Or somebody picking up one of your songs.
yeah. Yeah, that would be cool too. It's like, it's crazy because all the songs that you hear some musicians singing, then you find out somebody else wrote it.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know Chris Stapleton for a while, but I remember seeing him on, I don't know if it was a CMA thing. There was 3 of them because I knew Luke Bryan was sitting on it. That was the first time I really knew him, but he wrote so many songs, and then he just started, now he's all over and
doing his own thing.
Yeah. And there's several more like that,
Yeah. Roy August. I met Roy August at it was a picnic type thing, and this guy, he's in his, I don't know, 80s maybe. He's 81. He wrote Fancy Free for the Oak Ridge Boys. That came out back in the 70s, okay? And he's lived off of that one song his whole life.
That's amazing.
And he's still kicking. Him and Ridge Banks. You know Ridge Banks?
The name sounds familiar.
You'd know him if you've seen him. He's got a song called Halfway to Normal, or is it? No, A Mile. Boy, I'm butchering it. What is it? Half a mile to normal and a mile from I don't care. It's a good song, a really good song. And but he wrote a song called "Beautiful Mistake" with Roy August, and it's really, really good song. But anyway, it could be done. You write one song, and
sure.
I don't know if you could do that now, though. With
things change
the way streaming is and everything like that. Although, because back then, people bought records.
Yeah.
And
CDs and social media wasn't around, and you had to be good to be on the radio.
You had to be good. Now you can be on the radio.
Yeah, now you can be on the radio. That's the thing.
I was on in the UK the other day, playing it. What was it called? Museboat. Some internet radio station out of the United Kingdom.
Oh, nice.
And one of my songs was on there. And made the top 40. So
that's good.
Yeah.
I know when I log into Spotify, I see people in Spain listening to one of my songs.
Yeah, it's really cool. Hey, I didn't know they liked Red Bull and cigarettes in Ecuador.
Exactly.
So, do you have anything new on the horizon? And we're going to about wrap this up. How are we on time?
Yeah.
About 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
What do you got on the horizon?
Song-wise?
Yeah.
I have one that I don't really play out in front of people.
All right, why don't you play it in front of us?
I'll play that one. Yeah, I'll play that one for you. It's called Younger Man.
We can go over just a little bit.
I wrote it a little bit, but I was I just haven't gone over it. There's a lot of words, so it's just figuring it all out. But
just fake it. No one will know.
Exactly.
I will. I can see your words. You got a shub. That's what those are called. Snubs. Snubs or shubs. Yeah.
Forever feels like loneliness, passing you away, but I've been searching for forgiveness.
Is that your son?
Just through God's grace, but I'm always come up short.
Starting to dry.
Bitter and broken times, I just wish we can go back and hit rewind. Well, they say that you're a reckless man living through those younger years, but I've been told one too many times, oh, don't drink too many beers, because the devil's in that whiskey. There's no truth in the lies, and you're just another asshole kid staying up all night. We go running down this road, we go flying down this path, we go running down this road, and not knowing who I was, I was a younger man. Where those tears come along with sorrow and bring a lot of pain. But I've been working hard as a man now, just to get me through the days. 'Cause a lost and broken cowboy man, he won't steer off alone. 'Cause you seem to be my kind of time, you're my home. We go running down this road, we go flying down this path, we go running down this road, and not knowing who I was. Well, I was a young man. We go running down this road, we go flying down this path, we go running down this road, and not knowing who I was. Well, I was a younger man.
Dang, dude, that's awesome, man. When you start writing that?
When he was a younger man.
Yeah, a couple months back.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
That's what it's
Bobby's gonna hold this. This I wrote yesterday.
I beg your pardon, but I
And-
barely know you.
I know. Well, if you don't mind, sir, I wrote this yesterday, and
First time for
I have
it's
a
called.
a little bit of a disease. So
Don't
just-
drop it.
I won't. Just go
'Cause
ahead.
I promise you, I won't remember nothing.
Just go ahead.
So,
low blood sugar.
Low blood sugar.
let's see.
Wait, how long is this
Called-
damn song? All right.
Yes,
Find me in the downtown bar. Hurry up!
All right, this is called. It's called "Waste No Time."
I thought it said knocking boots. Let me just stop you right there. You're using my chords to my next song.
I found you in a downtown bar. You knocked me out of my boots. You knocked me out of my socks. With those bedroom eyes, you caught me by surprise. Now I can't deny what's floating in my mind. Caught me so off guard. Now my heart's unbarred. It's about damn time I thought I'd never find a girl like you in a place like this. Let's waste no time, let's waste no time. Let's take a ride to the countryside. Watch the sun go down, watch the stars come out. Shoot across the sky, let's make a wish. Make that move, yeah, make that kiss. Lose ourselves in total bliss. Just close your eyes and let's waste no time. We took that ride and yeah, you're all mine. You still blow me away each and every day. With your long dark hair and those bedroom eyes, let's celebrate with this homemade wine. Yeah, I can't help but think, was it all fate? Because it sure wasn't late, it was right on time. If we ever fight, let's just take a ride. Leave our pride behind and let's waste no time. Take a ride to the countryside and watch the sun go down and watch the stars come out. Shoot across the sky just to make a wish. Make that move, let's make that kiss. Yeah, lose ourselves in total bliss. Just close your eyes and let's waste no time. Yeah, let's waste no time. Let's waste no time. Let's waste no time.
Yeah. How did you get your words to go up?
That's what I was showing you earlier.
Got tabs.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Is that what
You could do that.
is that the
Yeah, that's
ultimate
cool.
guitar thing?
Yes.
And you can make your words
Keep it
go
on
up.
the download before they don't let us do that no more. You erase everything else that somebody else's. But I mean, it's still there for everybody else. But you can see, you can edit their stuff. Like if you wanted maybe more
Wikipedia.
spacing or something or whatever. But
That's
yeah.
really cool. All right.
That was waste no time. I just wrote that yesterday.
I like that.
You like that one?
Yeah,
You
but
like it? You like it?
you don't have a bridge
You
in
like
it.
it?
You don't have a bridge in it.
That's right. I don't know about that.
That's all right.
They have to get real quiet.
Some of the songs that I have, I don't have
You're just
bridges.
not a bridge guy.
It's
It's
not a-
okay.
It's not a bridge to dive on, you know.
Exactly.
So, well, that about wraps up our wonderful program for this evening, the Live in the Living Room. Hey, I want to thank Adrian, and I want to thank Danielle and Rhythm and Lyric Photography for sponsoring our program. If you are watching this and you are a singer-songwriter and you would like to appear on our program, you can't because we don't know you yet. But reach out to us and we'll be glad to invite you on or get you booked at one of our, one of our writers' rounds. And if you're looking for some still photos for publicity and all that, Rhythm and Lyric Photography can take care of that for you too. I want to thank Jason
Yes, sir. I want to thank y'all.
and Rudy for
appreciate
coming
you.
out. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, tell us where you're going to play next.
I'll be at the Peach Festival in Cookeville on Saturday
The Peach Festival. How'd you get in there?
with C4.
Yeah.
She has some connections. You just run into people, man. It's the best way to do it.
Yeah. And you?
And I actually have nothing right now.
No.
Yeah. So probably maybe the next thing you throw out there.
What do we got going on outside?
Huh?
There's a guy out there. I don't know what he's doing. What's he doing, Danielle?
I want to thank your wife for my order that she put in.
Yeah, spaghetti. Yeah.
I loved it.
Spaghetti. And my mom watches all the time, so everybody say hi to my mom.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, Mom. I love
Right
you.
there. Yes.
That's Mrs. Ray out there.
This is right.
No, it's not Mrs.
Howdy,
Ray.
howdy. Yeah.
It's Mrs. Connell.
Who is that?
Mrs. Connell? That's my mom. She's
No,
watching.
yeah.
So, well, that's about it, everybody. We want to. We already thanked everybody, and we'll see you next time. Why don't you play us out something? Both of you. Play something together at one time.
Yeah, you want to do it? You want to do a cover or something?
Yeah.
Go ahead and do a
You
cover,
wanna do
because
it?
she's just going to hit the button and shut you off.
I don't know.
Is he still out there? I think he's gone.
You can do a verse and then a cover to a chorus together. You can do, Blake Shelton, "Mama Be You."
No.
Go ahead, play it out, man. Play it out.
What's your all-time high as good as it gets? Hands dangling, still makeup says. What's your one regret? Ain't worth